I have a lot of posts recently, and you might have missed a lot. So I made this video just for you. This is a compilation video from crazy furniture functions, most helpful tips, and a lot of design and decorating ideas. So sit back, grab your popcorn, and subscribe to my channel. And now, let's enjoy the video. What is the most useless table? You might think it's a functional table because you can't even place items here, or this watermelon table because it's really hard to blend in. But it's not even close. So what is the most useless table in the game? The broken table. Unlike the functional table, that you can really make it functional by making this pet playhouse or this entertainment room. Someone even makes a skating area with it. Or this watermelon table that you can actually make decent and colorful designs. But not this table. You can't make it functional or even place items on it because it's broken. I did some experimenting with this and I created something useless, but it did a great job decorating Mocha's house. Primal Waterhole is a surprisingly useful bathtub. This Primal Waterhole is unique in her category because unlike others that are elevated, this waterhole is laying completely flat on the ground. It is perfect for making swimming pools in your house because pools are typically laying flat on the ground. You can make a luxury pool area indoors, a small pool area in the balcony, or a massive garden swimming pool outdoors. It would be better if you put this primal wall to keep it separated and some twisted pipes for the metal railings to really make this swimming pool look like a swimming pool. You can also put it like this and create a beautiful garden oasis. Try the shiny version too if you want a more fine look. Sometimes making a house layout is a pain, so this is Mocasoup Layout Pro Tip. When you are doing a layout, pathway is important. Draw your desired pathway first, then decide what and where you will place areas like kitchen, living area, or dining. And now you're decorating. Like in Mocha's room, draw your desired pathway. Then put the bed, partition, dressers here, and a small washing area. And you're a pro now. So subscribe, I guess, in return? Primal Monolith will give your builds a unique texture. Place it on the edges of furniture to add texture and make it look clean and organized. You can also use it if you want some minimal partitions between your areas. You can even use it to wall up your favorite furniture or to wall up sections in your build. And it really works well with partitions. Use it if you want a semi-closed area, like this open library, or like this open counter, or this coffee shop. You can also use it as fillers if the place has too much space, or you can just use it as decoration. By the way, this is his shiny version if you want some nature touch. Meet the Overgrown shelf. It may seem like nothing special here, but this is actually the most unique wall shelf. This shelf has 1 tile width. This means it fits those with 1 tile space, unlike other wall shelves. And because of that, it blends pretty well when placed on top of wall items and frames, unlike others. They can also be stacked together to create this custom wall bookshelf if you want to create a minimalist study area. And you can also connect them to each other, unlike others who can't. I think we need more items like this in future updates. This primal tree will illuminate your build with style. This tree is best to place outdoors because it's a tree. It works pretty well behind other furniture like bathtubs, partitions, or this open living area, and it illuminates too. So you don't have to bother putting a lamp in some of your builds. But street lamps are still good in some cases, and because you can't even turn this off. But you can rotate it 360 degrees that other lamps can't. This is good because you can rotate it depending on the needs of your build. But I prefer the way it looks backwards for some reasons. You can also make it a small tree, using this citrus tree and fern, and it won't take up too much space. And you can also make a garden arc in your garden areas with this. By the way, the shiny version of it is darker than the original. A common problem when you're decorating is that sometimes it's too crowded, but sometimes it's too spacious. This is where spacing comes in. So this is the Mocasoup Spacing Pro Tip. When you're decorating, make sure you don't block the pathway. In this scenario, it looks okay, but the pathways are blocked. So we can move this shelf, this partition, and remove this deck table. And now we can see the pathway, and it doesn't look crowded anymore. And if you think it's too spacious, add filler items like plants, stools, bunny slippers, space lamps, food items. We can replace this with something bulkier and add a radio. And you're a spacing pro now. And when you're placing furniture, don't line them up one after the other. Sometimes you need to leave gaps between them. This primal wall will destroy the competition between partitions. If your partition is too long or too high, a primal wall is your best solution. Replace those very long and very tall partitions with this primal wall and make a better result. And since it's lower than other partitions, they don't cover up the furniture behind it as much. So you won't have to worry about placing it somewhere in the middle of your house. Its rough surface also helps you see the furniture behind it, so you can place more items behind this wall. It's also perfect behind kitchens outdoors, or in your kitchen indoors, or in your balcony. It's not like partitions that connect sideways, but it's actually great to use it that way too. But also, consider the shiny version if you want a greener option. The junker has new items. I'm not talking about new junker combinations, I'm talking about something special. Have you ever tried opening the junker, but when you get to the floor and wallpaper category, you don't see anything? It's true that if you're a homecoming player, there are some floors and walls available that normal players don't. But now we have this. The marine wall and floor now have a shiny version, and you can unlock them in the junker. And honestly, they're so cool. By the way, other plants now have shiny versions too. Have you ever been disappointed when you get a twisted pipe? Because it's not like other rare pipes that you can put items or plants in, or others that are cool and easy to put anywhere. But this pipe is not. It's just plain and twisted. You can't put items here and it's hard to put in because of its length. But I found something interesting in this pipe, and I use it almost all the time. Have you ever tried decorating with pipes, but it looks straight and plain? Twisted pipes will fix that. Twisted pipes help to add texture to your pipe builds. Instead of making straight ones, try adding twisted pipes to make it look more mechanical and complex. You can even make a steam engine interior with this. But take note, twisted pipes are more effective if you line them up in parallel, unlike when there is only one pipeline. There's a furniture that we probably have. Meet the Comfy Lounge. This is from the Comfy set and it works just like a sofa, but there's a difference between them that no one talks about. Their shape. Yeah, I know it's not a big deal, but let me explain. I have two 8x3 areas here. So basically you can't place drawers in front of the sofa, right? So probably what you usually do is like this. But with the Comfy Lounge, because of its shape, you can put a drawer on this side of the lounge because it's only one-seater. So it saves more space and you can put more items you want. This is perfect in very tight spaces, especially next to this staircase bed. But you can also use a one-seater sofa, but this lounge looks more unique and more comfortable. This Primal branch wants to challenge the king. This branch works like a partition, but a lot smaller. This is perfect if you want some small separation between areas, or small divisions in your house like this living area. You can also place this at the furniture endings as a border, or place it behind your kitchen sink, or as a kitchen border. You can also put it on your doorways and have a cool entrance and opportunity to start your build. It also helps you to add some textures to your designs. Instead of making plain designs, put this branch to add some details and textures and to make some clean separation between areas. Well, it won't work in places you need a bigger partition, but overall, it is good to consider it in every build you make. Try its shiny version if you want some darker looks. Meet the office drawer. This drawer is an expert when it comes to modern designs. It is perfect for modern kitchens or office areas in your home. And because its position really changes when you rotate it, it's great for tight spaces. Just rotate it to the right angle to fit it properly. Rotate it sideways to fit in your modern living room, or rotate it backwards to fit in your office areas. And you can also connect them to each other like this. This is excellent for building a customer service counter in Benny's Town Hall. Add some nature's touch to your wall with this Primal vine. So basically, Primal vine works like moss wall, but more cooler. This Primal vines is more versatile. Just put it on the top of your walls if you want some nature touch in your designs. Just make sure to hide the upper part of the vine for better results. You can also place it under long shelves, or under big shelves, and under this window. And I like how it fits perfectly under this overgrown shelf. And you can actually connect these vines. Connect these Primal vines and use it to make a nature background for your furniture. Make sure to add this monolith to make it more sectioned and organized. And I really liked how this shiny version looked. Put this on your walls if you want some ancient bloom. Meet the bark table. This bark table has the largest appearance of all the small tables, and because of this, it is good to place bulky items on top of it like large pots, large food items, or chests, unlike others. And because of its large appearance, it is perfect for making a small dining area outdoors or indoors. And if your table is too small or too big for your design, replace it with this table to make it smooth and have proper spacing. The Marine Matters event is coming up, and I have a secret to tell you about it. Spoiler alert for new players. Pipes are very useful in builds, and you can get them from fishing on the pier and river. But did you know that this has a secret function? And it took me a year to find out. We all know that you can't put most furniture in one tile space like pots and plants, but pipes fit in one tile space. So when you put this table pipe here, you can put any 2x2 item here, like plants. So it means that you can fit 2x2 items in one tile space, which can help in tight spaces like this fish aquarium and more. What is happening? The latest update, we have a new really cool event, but something really weird is happening. Who is this? And what is this, a gummy worms? They retextured most of the plants, and I think it's a bit too saturated. And it's look like they're glowing for some reasons. But at least we can still do this. But what do you think of this new texture?